vicissitude. Joining me now, a very good friend, former DE agent, special agent with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, and my co-author on the new thriller novel, Border War, James O'Born. Jim, great to have you with us, and congratulations to us on the book going on sale today. How are you feeling?
I feel great, Lou. It's nice to be here. Thank you.
So let's go to the idea that we can write a fiction book about something that you and I know a little something about, which is the bad guys and the good guys along the border and what's really happening there. How are you feeling today about that part of the story and the narrative that we created?
Well, when you think about, we wrote this over the course of a couple of years and finished it more than a year ago, like most novels that go through the big publishers in New York. We hit on some pretty sensitive issues that are still in the news today, specifically the NSA, the capture of Joaquin Guzman, and some of the violence that's still going on the border. I don't know that, if we wrote the book last month, we would have changed anything.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this out loud. I think we got pretty lucky on that, too, because the cartels, are also figuring prominently in our narrative, in the reality that is the border. One of the things that I've always I've been struck by, or the way Americans look at the border, as if corruption is just on the Mexican side and there's no corruption on this side. All of the issues that I deal with and you deal with in our workaday lives, it's really quite an experience for me as a first-timer here to actually go into one's imagination and see where it leads. It's been quite a journey.
Fiction is a lot of fun. When my first novel was published 10 years ago, I read an article by Joseph Wambaugh, who was one of the first cops turned writers, and he talked about how he was sued on some of his nonfiction books and how that doesn't happen in fiction. And that was enough right there to keep me only interested in fiction. Yeah. But just because it's fiction doesn't mean you can't tell an accurate story. Right. You're just not talking about specific people.
You've just scared the bejesus out of our editor, Bob Gleason, talking like that. I guess we should both send a communique saying, "Don't worry, Bob, it's all going to be good." It's been such fun writing with you, and I think we can tell people we've got a sequel coming out, even as this book hits the shelves today. Should we do that, or is it a secret?
I think we just did.
Jim, it's great to talk with you again. Congratulations, you've made it a hoot. I feel like a kid through most of this. And I appreciate it. You're a class act and a good guy and a great friend. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much.
Jim Bourne, and like I say, day to day, a terrific writer, and day to day, he stays, remains as a public servant on the lines as a Florida State law enforcement officer. The book is Border War. It's on sale now online at bookstores elsewhere. I guarantee you're going to have a hoot when you read it. Go to LouDobbs.com for links to everywhere.